Johnny,
Tim,
we're off the beaches and the water. We're here to talk mountain gear. We're talking about getting into the snow. In this particular video, we're going to talk about the best touring equipment for 2022. But to be clear, we're talking about somebody whose primary goal in hiking up the mountain is to have a great session skiing down. If you're more advanced and you're going up there for 5 hours and you're a big time tourer, you probably want to look at a different video. You might want to go to a different shop. This is for those of us who want to earn their turns. We're going to skip the chairlift line, go up into the mountains, safely ski down and have a great time. Kirk, anything else you want to add to this?
You know, yeah, that's basically it. I mean, the touring category is huge, and before you start shopping, you got to ask yourself, why are you going up? Are you going up because you like going up? Then you want that super light gear. Are you going up because you want a blast coming down? Then you're in the right spot.
Yeah, and so finding that perfect blend in terms of having the right equipment to get you up the hill efficiently, light enough for your particular profile, but then to snap in and ski and shred it on the way down, that's what we're here to talk about.
Absolutely.
So let's check out what's going on for 2022.
You got it. As Timmy just mentioned, we're talking about skis that are great coming down. So my personal choice, this is what I tour on, it's a Headcore 93. It's lightweight, it's wide enough for POW, but a lot of times I hike up and I just ski groomers down. I go up on a mountain when the mountain's closed, get to the top and just shred that corduroy that's been groomed and nobody's touched it yet. That's awesome. So Headcore 93, it's kind of my ski of choice for groomers. This is what my son tours on. The line Sakana. I always said Sakana, but I guess it's Sakana. Anyway, this ski is wide. It's a powder ski, but there's no metal. It's light enough, and my son, he climbs up the mountain because he wants to shred the POW. So you want something wide enough to enjoy the POW, but light enough to get you up without totally killing yourself. So something like that, Sakana, is awesome. The Atomic Bent Chetler. This is not designed to be a touring ski, but if you hold this up against any other POW ski in this category, it's noticeably lighter. So again, if you're going up to just shred the POW, this is a great choice. A lot of the pros, if you're watching a lot of videos from Atomic or Salomon, and their pro skiers have a shift on this ski, they're hiking to the top of those huge peaks and coming down. This is the ski they're usually on.
So Kirk, if we got a ski, in addition to the ski, we need some bindings. And bindings when you're touring is different than your typical downhill ski binding. The best bindings take a little bit of that downhill so that you can go ahead and snap on in and get good performance on the way down, but can still release that heel so that you can tour up. Tell us a couple different bindings.
Salomon and Marker have both developed a key binding in this category. This is the Salomon Shift. So when you're stepping into this binding and ski, it works just like any traditional binding you're accustomed to. Main thing is the toe piece releases traditionally side to side, has shock absorption to absorb the bumps. Heel piece releases normally. But when you're going to tour up, you just open this up and you have pins that grab the toe of your boot so you can climb up like this. The brake locks up out of the way and you have a climbing bar, so when you're going uphill, you step on that. So touring, it becomes a transformer. You get to the top of the mountain, snap that down, pop your brakes, lock your toe piece in place, and you step into it just like you do any other binding you're used to. That's just amazing. It's that easy. Marker joined the game with their Duke PT, and they approached this from a little heavier duty standpoint. This binding is beefy. This is built for the guy who's hiking up so he can huck 20, 30-foot drops or just absolutely crush it and feel like he's not making any sacrifice at all in weight or stiffness or shock absorption of his binding. So this binding, when you pop this down, toe piece comes up. You can lock the toe piece down and climb in that position, but you have the weight of the toe piece on your ski. If you pop this up and slide it off, that goes in your pocket. Now your ski is significantly lighter when you're climbing up. Then you get to the top of the mountain, that piece slides right in, locks in, and you step in like a regular ski binder. So this binding is for the big guys going up skiing hard, don't mind a little extra weight, but want the stability of something they're really hucking the big ones. We'll just touch on this. This is called Alpinist. There's a lot of brands that make a minimalist binding. This is for the guy who's just going very lightweight with all his equipment and is maybe going to spend 5 hours climbing up at the top of a peak, and he's out there for the climb. He's not out there for the major descent. So something like that, you can tell, is just very minimalist, very lightweight. You put this on a super light ski with a super light boot, and it feels like you're walking in tennis shoes. So that's the outfit.
Now, Gert, boots have come a long ways in terms of what it means touring, in terms of what they can do. And you know, if you're not going to tour every day, in other days you might be skiing downhill, then you want a boot that might be able to do it all. Can you tell us a little bit about, you know, at least this K2 and other boots like it?
You bet, you bet. This particular boot is a K2 Mindbender, but every brand now has made a boot in this category. And the beauty of this is gonna be one boot you have for all of your skiing. You could tour in this boot, you can ski inbounds, chairlift access with this boot, because it's basically designed just like a traditional ski boot. The lower and the upper are the exact same pieces of equipment. What they've done to make it touring capable is added the tech inserts in your toe and in the heel, so this works with any of the touring bindings we've discussed. And it has a walk feature, so instead of the top and the lower being bolted together, they're connected with this lever arm. So when it's down, you're locked and you're skiing. But when it's up, you have the articulation of the upper to walk uphill all day long. You pair that with the Grip Walk sole, which has rubber here and is rockered, so it will roll when you're walking on hard surfaces. And there you go, one boot. You can do everything. You can have 3 pairs of skis, touring, downhill, 1 pair of boots, and you're going.
Now, it's not as if you can just flap your arms when you're moving. Here, you need some pulls. And it's not like your typical pull that you're gonna go down the hill with, because you need to be able to change your length a little bit. Can you tell us a little bit about what a touring experience is like and why we need different pulls?
Yeah, when you're touring, there's times when you're going across a side hill, and you might want the uphill pull being shorter and the downhill pull being taller, so you have an even pull experience. There's other times when you just want your pulls to be longer, so it's easier to push a little bit versus, you know, a shorter pull. So you can easily just flip it, change your length, lock it in. That's one primary feature of a touring pole. Second, your basket. It's on a rotational disc right here, so that when you're going up different articulations on the slope, the basket can still engage in the snow and not be stuck in one fixed position. Thirdly, the grip. There's a lot of times you just want to grab your pole lower. You know, you're just kind of in an awkward position. You need your pole short because there's a big hill here. You just grab it down here. You still have some grip. Very easy to move up and down on the grip. Finally, top of the grip, you've got a little lever here. So when you're holding your poles, you can just grab the top and it's not going to slip out of your hand. Super handy. You'll just be shocked how many times you use different types of your grip. You grab that, and also a lot of bindings have little tabs you want to flip up on them, and that hard little lip right there can be used to reach down and flip something up on your binding. So super useful, super versatile, not overly expensive, $100 give or take for most of these models, and you've got a pole that can work for everything.
All right, Kirk, thanks so much. With the terrain, we want to emphasize safety. You know, don't go out of bounds beyond where Ski Patrol controls the environment without a pack, a beacon, and good avalanche knowledge. Check with your local shops and guides so that when you decide to go touring, if you go out of bounds, do it safely and with all the information that you need at your hands. Girk, thanks so much. Again, this is a preview of the 2022 touring equipment that you're gonna want if you're a person who wants to hike up so you can enjoy the ski down. Get out there in the mountains, enjoy yourself, have a great time, earn your turns. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, come back for other videos. If you have any questions, go ahead and give us a call at Girk's at that number right there, and we'll get you hooked up, or go to your local shop and check in with your professionals there. Most importantly, get the gear you want, get it early, don't wait. It's not gonna be restocked come later in the season, so get out there, get it now, enjoy it, and have a great time. Any final words there, Girk? Johnny?
Touring's a great way to explore the mountains. I myself have gone on a few tours. I've enjoyed them. I've also been humbled a little bit touring because I get out there, I think, hey, I'm in reasonable good shape. But once you start touring, you'll get in good shape. You also have a ton of fun. Yeah, touring, it's great exercise. You know, like it's not just about POW. I go up to my local mountain on a full moon. I might tour up at 8, 9 at night.
Nice.
And then, you know, the night before they open, it's perfect corduroy. There's no better way to just love a groomer than just skiing out. So it's not all about POW seeking. It's about just getting out, peaceful. I take my dog with me. It's a totally different experience than skiing the next day on the same hills on the chairlift.
Yeah,
it's just
nice.
awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
We didn't cover skins in terms of you need skins for the bottom of your ski, but all your local ski shops will have that. Just come on in there, get a pair of skins, go on the bottom, and up the mountain you go. Thanks so much. Get out to the mountain, have a great time, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, girl.